members of EIDER House is here to present to you a drama of Julius Caesar. I am Ella, the narrator of this drama. Let me introduce you to the members of this play. Izan as Julius Caesar, Suhan as Antony, Ibrahim as Brutus, Jaden as Cassius, Vishal as Soothsayer, Karthik as Metellus Jeev as Casca, and lastly, Niranjan, Anderson, Alan, Pragat, Jenna, Miga, Zakya, and Sahasra as the citizens. Before the birth of Christ, a mighty warrior Caesar expanded the graphical reach of the Roman Empire beyond Europe into Asia and Africa. His growing power roused the envy and concern of many Roman senators, and they conspired to assassinate Caesar on the Ides of March. The idealistic dog, men in Brutus, struggling between his love for Caesar and his belief the ideal of Roman Republic faces the most difficult of all decisions. A citizen hands him Rome that night is plagued with violent weather, bad omens, and portents. Calpurnia, Caesar's wife, begged Caesar not to go to the Senate that morning, describing her recent nightmares of Caesar's statue screaming blood. The soothsayer wants him to beware the Ides of March. A citizen hands him a letter warning him of the conspiracy. But Caesar,
the Ides of March are come,
and convinced of his own infallibility, disregards all voices of warning and accompanies the conspirators to the Senate.
The Ides of March are come.
Caesar, I told you to beware the Ides of March. Do you remember?
I do, and see, the Ides of March has come.
Yes, it has come, but not yet gone.
Are we all ready? What is it now, amiss, that Caesar and his Senate must address?
Most high, most mighty, and most powerful Caesar, Metellus throws before thy seat an humble heart.
I must prevent thee, Cimber. These couches and these lowly courtesans might fire the blood of ordinary men. Thy brother, by decree, is banished. If thou dost bend and pray and fan for him, I spurn thee like a cur out of my way.
Is there no voice more worthy than my own to sound more sweetly in great Caesar's ear for the repelling of my banished brother?
I kiss thy hand, but not in flattery, Caesar, desiring thee that Publius Cimber may have an immediate freedom of repeal.
Pardon, Caesar, Caesar, pardon, as low as to thy foot doth Cassius fall, to beg for liberty for Publius Cimber. Doth not Brutus bootless kneel?
Speak, hands for me.
Those who are dead are not dead, they're just living in my head. And since I fell for that spell, I am living there as well.
But here comes Antony. Welcome, Mark Antony.
O mighty Caesar, dost thou lie so low? Are all thy conquests, glories, triumphs, spoils, shrunk to this little measure? I know not, gentlemen, what you intend. Who else must be let blood? Who else is rank? If I myself, there's no hour so fit as Caesar's death hour.
O Antony, beg not your death of us, though now we must appear bloody and cruel, yet see you, but our hearts, and this, the bleeding business they have done, our hearts, you see not, they are pitiful, and pity to the general wrong of Rome.
I doubt not of your wisdom. Let each man render me his bloody hands. Gentlemen all, friends am I with you all, and love you all, upon this hope that you shall give me reasons why and wherein Caesar was dangerous.
Our reasons are so full of good regard that you should be satisfied.
May I produce his body to the marketplace and in the pulpit, as becomes a friend, speak in the order of his funeral?
You shall, Mark Antony.
Brutus, I want to have a word with you. You know not what you do. Do not consent that Antony speak in his funeral. Know you how much the people may be moved by that which he will utter?
By your pardon, I will myself into the pulpit first, and show the reason of our Caesar's death. What Antony shall speak, I will protest.
I know not what may fall. I like it not.
Mark Antony, here, take your Caesar's body. Remember, you shall not, in your funeral speech, blame us.
Be it so.
Prepare the body then, and follow us.
Antony pledges allegiance to Brutus and shakes hands with the conspirators. He only wishes to know how and why was Caesar dangerous. Brutus replies that he will explain in the funeral oration and grants Antony to speak over the body of Caesar. Scene 2, the Forum. Enter Brutus and Cassius and a throng of citizens.
I will hear Brutus speak.
The noble Brutus is ascended. Silence!
Romans, countrymen, and lovers, hear me. If there be any in this assembly, any dear friend of Caesar's, to him I say that Brutus' love to Caesar was no less than his. If then that friend demand why Brutus rose against Caesar, this is my answer. Not that I loved Caesar less, but that I loved Rome more. As Caesar loved me, I weep for him. As he was fortunate, I rejoice at it. As he was valiant, I honor him. But as he was ambitious, I slew him.
Live, Brutus! Live! Live!
Bring him with triumph home unto his house.
Here comes Caesar's body, mourned by Mark Antony.
Good, countrymen, let me depart alone, and for my sake, stay here with Antony and hear him speak.
Stay and let us hear Mark Antony.
This Caesar was a tyrant.
Peace. Let us hear what Antony can say.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The noble Brutus had told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He had brought many captives home to Rome. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin, there with Caesar, and I must pause till it comes back to me.
Methinks there is much reason in his sayings.
Mark J. his words. Certain he was not ambitious.
There's not a nobler man in Rome than Antony.
Now mark him. He begins again to speak.
But there's a parchment with the seal of Caesar. I found it in his closet. This his will. Let but the commons hear this testament, which, pardon me, I do not mean to read, and they'll go and kiss dead Caesar's wounds.
We will hear the will. Read it, Mark Antony.
Then make a ring about the corpse of Caesar, and let me show you him that made the will. If you have tears, prepare to shed them now. Look, in this place ran Cassius' dagger through. See what a rent the envious Casca made. Through this the well-beloved Brutus stabbed. This was the most unkindest cut of all. For when the noble Caesar saw him stabbed, then burst his mighty heart, and he fell.
Oh, traitors, villains!
Oh, most bloody sight.
We will be revenged.
Revenge! Revenge! Let not the traitor live! We will mutiny! We will burn the house of Brutus.
Away then! Come, seek the conspirators.
Yet hear me, countrymen, yet hear me speak. Why, friends, you have forgot the will I told you of?
Most true! The will! Let's take and hear the will!
Here is the will, and under Caesar's seal. To every Roman citizen he gives, to every several man, 75 silver coins. Moreover, he has left you all his walks, his private arbors and new planted orchards. On this side, Tiber, he had left them you.
Come, we will burn Caesar's body in the holy place, and with the brands fire the traitors' houses. Take up the body.
Now let it work. Mischief, thou art afoot. Take thou what curse thou wilt.
The crowd, enraged by Antony, Cassius and the other conspirators. Fire, chaos, and destruction sweep through the city, divided against his own self. Rome burns. The House of Civil War, on a final battle at Philippi, defeat the forces of Octavius Caesar and Brutus. Both Brutus and Cassius commit suicide. The sad irony of history is that killing Caesar does not stop the Roman Republic from becoming a monarchy. After the Civil War, Octavius assumes power and declares himself Emperor of Rome.